Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. If you've got a dream, don't expect everybody to see it the way you do. Don't expect everybody to cheer for you, clap for you, or even understand what you're trying to do. Sometimes you have to step out on your own, and that's okay. Because the truth is, the road to greatness, it's a lonely one. You see, the vision was given to you, not them. People might laugh, they might doubt you, but that's not your problem. Your job isn't to convince them, your job is to do it. Do it scared. Do it tired. Do it without the applause. Do it alone if you have to. And here's the thing about doing it alone, it's going to teach you something nobody else can. It's going to teach you how strong you really are. You'll find out what you're made of when the lights aren't on and no one's around to pat you on the back. There's a blessing in the solitude, though. That quiet time, that's where you get focused. That's where you get disciplined. That's where you grow. You can't lean on everyone to carry you because they won't and they shouldn't. But listen, when you do make it, when you finally reach that mountaintop, you'll look back and realize it wasn't the doubters or the naysayers that got you there. It was you. And guess what? That's what inspires others. Seeing you move with faith when you were all alone, that's what gives them hope. So, the next time you're tempted to wait for someone to join you, to encourage you, or to believe in you, remember this: sometimes the best way to lead is to walk alone. Because when you do it alone, you don't just chase your dream, you prove that it's possible. Self-reliance is a cornerstone of personal growth and resilience, shaping individuals into stronger, more capable versions of themselves. When we rely on ourselves, we tap into an internal reservoir of strength that often goes unnoticed when surrounded by support systems. This isn't to say that collaboration or community isn't valuable, it is. But there's something transformative about stepping into the unknown, trusting in your own abilities, and taking responsibility for your journey without leaning on others. Think about this: when you rely solely on yourself, you develop a profound understanding of your capabilities and limits. Challenges become opportunities to learn and adapt rather than insurmountable obstacles. In those moments of solitude, you confront your fears, doubts, and insecurities head on, and in doing so, you discover just how much you can endure. This self-discovery is priceless. It's in the quiet, often lonely moments of effort that you realize what you're made of. Relying on yourself teaches accountability. When you take full responsibility for your successes and failures, you gain a deeper appreciation for the effort it takes to achieve your goals. There's no one else to point fingers at, no one else to share the blame or the credit. It's just you and the results of your decisions. While this can feel daunting, it's also liberating. Owning your journey empowers you to take control of your life, make better choices, and learn from your mistakes without the distraction of external influences. Moreover, self-reliance builds resilience. Life is unpredictable, and no one is immune to hardship. When you cultivate the habit of standing on your own 2 feet, you prepare yourself to weather life's storms with grace and strength. You learn how to navigate uncertainty, adapt to change, and bounce back from setbacks. This resilience becomes a cornerstone of your character, a steady anchor in a chaotic world. There's also a profound sense of satisfaction that comes from achieving something on your own. The victories, big or small, feel more meaningful when they're the result of your own hard work and determination. You're not just reaching a goal, you're proving to yourself that you have what it takes. This builds confidence, a quiet, unshakable belief in your ability to face whatever comes your way. Over time, this self-assurance becomes a guiding force, propelling you forward even when the path ahead is uncertain. When you rely on yourself, you also cultivate a deep sense of focus. Without the distractions of others' opinions or the safety net of external support, you're forced to zero in on what truly matters. This clarity of purpose helps you prioritize your time, energy, and resources, ensuring that every step you take aligns with your goals. It's a level of intentionality that's hard to achieve when you're constantly seeking validation or relying on others to guide you. Another important aspect of self-reliance is the freedom it brings. When you're not dependent on others, you have the liberty to make decisions that align with your values and aspirations. You're not bound by others' expectations or limitations, which allows you to explore your potential fully. This freedom is both empowering and exhilarating as it opens up possibilities that might have seemed out of reach when you were tied to others' opinions or support. Of course, self-reliance doesn't mean shutting out the world or refusing help when it's needed. It's about recognizing that, at the end of the day, your journey is yours to navigate. Others can walk alongside you for a time, but they can't walk the path for you. And that's the beauty of it. When you rely on yourself, you take ownership of your destiny, shaping it with your own hands and carving out a life that's uniquely yours. In embracing self-reliance, you don't just survive, you thrive. You become the kind of person who can stand tall in the face of adversity, who can weather life's storms with courage and grace, and who can look back on their journey with pride, knowing that they made it through on their own terms. This strength, born of self-reliance, is a gift that no one can take away from you. It's a testament to your resilience, determination, and unwavering belief in yourself. Your vision is personal, it belongs to you and no one else. It's a seed planted deep within your soul, a unique idea or purpose crafted from your experiences, dreams, and passions. Because of this, it's unrealistic to expect everyone to understand or share your perspective. People can only see the world through the lens of their own experiences, and your dream might not fit into their worldview. That's not their fault, and it's not your responsibility to make them see it the way you do. When you carry a vision, you have to understand that it's often invisible to others. They may not see the potential you see, and that's okay. Not everyone will understand why you're so driven or why you're willing to sacrifice comfort, time, or security for something that seems intangible to them. They might call it crazy or impractical. They might even try to talk you out of it, not out of malice, but because they can't grasp what you're chasing. But here's the truth, it's not their vision to understand. It's yours to pursue. Having a vision is like holding a blueprint for something that hasn't been built yet. You can describe it, explain it, even draw it out for others, but they might still struggle to see what you see. They can't feel the passion that fuels you, the pull that keeps you going even when the path gets tough. They can't hear the voice inside you saying, "This is what you were meant to do," that voice is for you alone. This personal nature of a vision can be isolating, but it's also empowering. It means you don't have to wait for anyone else to get on board. You don't need a crowd to cheer you on or a committee to give you permission. You have everything you need within you to take the first step and every step after that. The journey might be lonely at times, but it's yours. Every decision you make, every risk you take, brings you closer to the realization of your dream. It's also important to understand that people's inability to see your vision often stems from their limitations, not yours. They might project their fears, doubts, or insecurities onto you. They might say that's impossible because they can't imagine themselves doing it. But their perception of what's possible has nothing to do with what you're capable of. Don't let their doubts become your doubts. Instead, use their disbelief as fuel to prove that your vision isn't just a dream. It's a reality waiting to be brought to life. Pursuing a personal vision requires a level of courage and determination that many people aren't prepared for. It means standing firm in your beliefs, even when others question or criticize you. It means taking risks that might not make sense to anyone else, but are necessary for your growth and progress. It means trusting yourself even when the path ahead isn't clear. This kind of courage can't be borrowed or given, it has to come from within. As you move forward, you'll discover that the very personal nature of your vision is what makes it so powerful. It's a reflection of who you are, what you value, and what you're capable of creating. It's a gift that only you can bring into the world. The fact that others might not see or understand it doesn't diminish its importance. If anything, it makes it even more special. When the results of your hard work start to materialize, people who doubted you might suddenly take notice. They might say, "I always knew you could do it," or "I see it now," but by then their validation won't matter as much, because you'll know you didn't need it. You believed in your vision when no one else did, and that belief carried you through. Your vision being personal isn't a limitation, it's a gift. It allows you to own your path, to shape your destiny according to your dreams and aspirations. It's a reminder that the most important validation comes from within, not from others. By staying true to your vision, you're not just pursuing a goal, you're honoring the unique purpose that only you can fulfill. Walking alone often requires a kind of courage that many people underestimate. It's not the loud, showy kind of bravery we associate with grand gestures or heroic acts. It's a quiet, steady resolve to face uncertainty, criticism, and even fear, all without the comfort of knowing someone else is standing beside you. This courage is not born out of arrogance or a desire to prove anything to anyone. It comes from a deep belief in yourself and your purpose, even when the world doesn't seem to understand or support it. When you choose to walk a path alone, you expose yourself to vulnerability. Without the safety net of companionship, you confront the reality of standing on your own. There's no one to share the blame if things go wrong, no one to lean on when the road gets tough. That kind of solitude can be daunting. It forces you to confront your own doubts, your own insecurities. It challenges you to answer questions like, am I really capable of this, or what if I fail? But this is precisely where courage is born, not in the absence of fear, but in the decision to move forward despite it. Criticism often follows those who walk alone. People might question your decisions or your motives, not because they truly understand your journey, but because your independence makes them uncomfortable. There's a certain societal expectation to conform, to fit into predefined roles or follow well-trodden paths. When you step outside of those boundaries, it can make others uneasy. They might project their own fears onto you, trying to pull you back into the fold. It takes courage to resist that pull, to stand firm in your convictions even when the world tells you you're wrong. Fear also plays a significant role in why walking alone requires bravery. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, it's all there, looming large as you take your first steps. But fear, as paralyzing as it can feel, is also an incredible teacher. When you face it head on, you begin to realize that most of it is an illusion. The things you were so afraid of don't hold the power you thought they did. Each time you confront and overcome your fears, you grow stronger, more resilient, and more confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. The courage to walk alone is not just about enduring discomfort or standing up to opposition. It's also about embracing the freedom that comes with independence. When you're not bound by others' expectations or opinions, you're free to explore paths that truly resonate with you. You have the liberty to take risks, to experiment, to fail and try again, all on your own terms. That freedom can be exhilarating, but it's also intimidating. It takes courage to chart your own course, especially when there's no guarantee of success. But in doing so, you claim ownership of your life in a way that few people ever do. There's something profoundly empowering about realizing that you don't need external validation to move forward. When you walk alone, you learn to rely on your inner strength and intuition. You become your own source of motivation, your own cheerleader. That self-reliance doesn't mean you'll never feel doubt or fear, but it does mean you'll have the tools to keep going in spite of them. Over time, this inner strength becomes a foundation that supports you, no matter what challenges you face. Walking alone also gives you the opportunity to discover who you really are. Without the influence of others, you're free to explore your own values, beliefs, and desires. You learn what truly matters to you and what you're willing to fight for. This self-awareness is a powerful gift, one that can only be fully realized when you have the courage to walk your own path. Ultimately, the courage to walk alone is about more than just enduring solitude or facing fears. It's about honoring your journey, even when it's difficult or misunderstood. It's about trusting that the path you've chosen is the right one for you, even if no one else can see it. And it's about finding strength in the simple act of moving forward, one step at a time, knowing that you are enough, just as you are. The power of focus is an underestimated force that becomes even more potent when you embark on a journey alone. When you set out on a path without distractions or external noise, you create space for a kind of clarity that is rare in a world filled with constant interruptions. Focus is the ability to hone in on what truly matters, cutting through the clutter and chaos of everyday life. It's a skill that requires discipline, patience, and self-awareness, and it becomes an essential tool when you're pursuing something meaningful on your own. Without the input or opinions of others clouding your vision, your goals become sharper. You're no longer second-guessing yourself based on someone else's perspective or adjusting your plans to accommodate their doubts. You have the freedom to fully commit to your purpose without external influences steering you off course. This clarity allows you to channel all your energy into the task at hand, maximizing your efficiency and effectiveness. It's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter with a singular focus that drives results. When you're alone, you're also free from the distractions that often come with collaboration. As valuable as teamwork can be, it can sometimes dilute focus as differing priorities, opinions, and agendas compete for attention. Walking alone eliminates this noise, leaving you with the quiet and solitude needed to think deeply and act decisively. In that space, you're able to connect with your inner voice, the one that knows what you truly want and how best to achieve it. That voice becomes your compass, guiding you through challenges and helping you stay aligned with your vision. Focus also sharpens your problem-solving abilities. When you're solely responsible for your success, you become more resourceful and creative in overcoming obstacles. Instead of waiting for someone else to offer a solution, you dig deep, analyzing the situation and finding innovative ways forward. This process not only builds your confidence, but also strengthens your ability to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. It's a cycle of growth that continues as long as you maintain your focus and commitment. One of the most powerful aspects of focus is its ability to magnify progress. When you concentrate all your efforts on a single goal, you begin to see results more quickly. Each small victory fuels your motivation, creating momentum that propels you forward. This momentum is self-sustaining, as every achievement reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. It's a positive feedback loop that keeps you moving, even when the journey feels difficult or uncertain. Maintaining focus also requires a certain level of self-discipline. When you're alone, there's no one else to hold you accountable or remind you of your commitments. It's up to you to stay on track, to resist distractions, and to prioritize your time effectively. This discipline might feel challenging at first, but over time it becomes a habit, a way of life that empowers you to achieve more than you ever thought possible. It's in these moments of disciplined focus that you realize how capable you truly are. Focus doesn't just drive results, it also deepens your connection to your purpose. When you're fully engaged in your work, you experience a sense of flow, a state of complete immersion where time seems to stand still. This flow state is where creativity and productivity peak, allowing you to produce your best work and feel a profound sense of fulfillment. It's a reminder that the journey itself is just as important as the destination, and that true satisfaction comes from giving your all to something that matters deeply to you. Walking alone and focusing on your goals also teaches you the value of saying no. Not every opportunity, request, or distraction deserves your attention. By learning to protect your time and energy, you create space for what truly matters. This selective attention is a skill that not only benefits your personal pursuits, but also enhances your overall quality of life. It's a practice of mindfulness, ensuring that every decision aligns with your larger purpose. Ultimately, the power of focus transforms the way you approach your journey. It's not just about achieving your goals, it's about becoming the kind of person who can consistently pursue and accomplish meaningful work. By walking alone and embracing the clarity that focus brings, you unlock a level of potential that's impossible to reach when your energy is scattered or divided. It's in this focused state that you discover the depths of your strength, determination, and creativity, proving that sometimes the most powerful way to move forward is to do so with unwavering concentration on what truly matters. Growth through adversity is one of life's most profound lessons, and when you choose to do something alone, you inevitably face challenges that test your strength and character. These moments of hardship are not just obstacles, they are opportunities to grow in ways you might never have imagined. Doing it alone forces you to confront adversity head-on, without the cushion of external support, and in that struggle lies the chance to discover the depths of your potential. When you face challenges alone, you develop a sense of self-reliance that becomes a cornerstone of your personal growth. There's no one to pass the responsibility to, no one to lean on when things get tough. That might feel overwhelming at first, but it's also incredibly empowering. You learn to trust yourself, to solve problems on your own, and to adapt to situations without waiting for someone else to step in. Each time you overcome an obstacle, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought, and that realization builds resilience. Adversity, when faced alone, sharpens your problem-solving skills. With no one else to turn to, you're forced to think creatively and resourcefully. You begin to see challenges not as insurmountable roadblocks, but as puzzles to solve. This shift in perspective is transformative. Instead of being paralyzed by difficulty, you're motivated to find solutions, even if it means trying and failing multiple times before finding the right path forward. Every problem you solve adds another layer of confidence, showing you that you can handle whatever comes your way. The solitude of facing adversity alone also creates space for deep self-reflection. Without the distraction of others' opinions or advice, you're left with your own thoughts and emotions. This introspection can be uncomfortable at times as it forces you to confront your fears, insecurities, and doubts. But it's also a gift. In those moments of reflection, you gain clarity about who you are and what truly matters to you. You learn to listen to your inner voice, to trust your intuition, and to make decisions that align with your values and goals. Adversity also has a way of revealing your true character. When everything is going smoothly, it's easy to feel confident and in control. But when you're faced with difficulties, especially when you're facing them alone, that's when your true self emerges. Will you give up, or will you dig deeper? Will you let fear and doubt hold you back, or will you push forward despite them? These moments of truth are where growth happens. They show you what you're made of and give you the chance to become stronger, braver, and more capable. In overcoming adversity alone, you also learn to appreciate the journey. The victories you achieve feel more meaningful because they're entirely your own. There's a unique satisfaction that comes from knowing you faced a challenge on your own terms, that you persevered without relying on anyone else to carry you through. Those moments of triumph are a testament to your resilience and determination, and they become milestones in your personal story of growth. Perhaps one of the most powerful lessons of facing adversity alone is the realization that struggle is not something to fear or avoid. It's a natural part of the process of becoming the best version of yourself. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to transform. The pain and discomfort of adversity are temporary, but the strength and wisdom you gain from overcoming it are lasting. It's in those moments of struggle that you lay the foundation for future success, building a reservoir of inner strength that will serve you for the rest of your life. The sense of satisfaction that comes from accomplishing something on your own is deeply fulfilling, and it's a feeling that is often overlooked in a world where collaboration and teamwork are highly valued. When you do something alone, the victory feels sweeter because it's entirely your own. Every effort, every decision, every small step you took to make that achievement a reality is a reflection of your determination and resilience. There's a profound sense of pride that emerges when you stand on your own and realize that what you've created or achieved was solely the result of your hard work, dedication, and perseverance. One of the most rewarding aspects of doing something alone is the knowledge that you didn't rely on anyone else to reach your goal. You didn't need someone to guide you or tell you what to do. Instead, you trusted your instincts, your decisions, and your process. This self-reliance gives you a sense of empowerment that's difficult to replicate in a team-oriented environment. In the absence of others' input, you have the space to learn, grow, and take full ownership of your journey. Every success along the way is a testament to your ability to take responsibility for your dreams and make them come to life. The satisfaction of accomplishing something on your own goes beyond the achievement itself. It's the process that makes the victory so meaningful. As you navigate the challenges, overcome obstacles, and keep pushing forward, you learn more about yourself than you could ever expect. You discover your own strength, patience, and ability to adapt. The journey is filled with small wins that might seem insignificant at the time, but when you look back, you realize that every moment played a part in getting you to the finish line. It's not just about reaching a destination, it's about the person you become along the way. When you do something alone, you also develop a deep sense of ownership over the outcome. Whether you succeed or fail, the result is yours, and that's incredibly powerful. There's no one else to blame for setbacks or mistakes. You take responsibility for the outcome, which means you also get to celebrate every victory with a sense of accomplishment that can't be diminished by anyone else's contributions. This sense of ownership fosters confidence as you begin to trust your judgment and ability to handle whatever challenges come your way. Another significant aspect of satisfaction when doing something alone is the emotional connection you build with the goal. When you rely solely on yourself, there's a deeper level of commitment that comes with the work. You're not just working for a paycheck, a title, or a praise from others. You're working for something that resonates deeply within you, a dream, a purpose, or a vision that matters to you personally. The time, effort, and sacrifices you make along the way are invested in something that reflects who you are and what you believe in. This emotional connection to the work enhances your sense of fulfillment when you reach your goal, because it wasn't just a task, it was part of your journey, part of your identity. The satisfaction that comes from doing something alone is also rooted in the resilience you build during the process. When you face obstacles and don't have someone to rely on, you learn how to push through adversity. You develop mental and emotional strength that allows you to bounce back from setbacks, not because someone else is cheering you on, but because you believe in yourself and your abilities. Each challenge you face alone teaches you more about perseverance, and when you finally succeed, the victory is even sweeter because you know just how much effort it took to get there. The process of doing something alone also strengthens your independence. When you achieve something on your own, you gain a sense of self-assurance that comes from knowing you can handle life's challenges without needing others to intervene. This sense of independence isn't about rejecting help when it's needed, rather. It's about knowing that you are capable of standing on your own 2 feet and taking responsibility for your own success. This empowerment transforms the way you view yourself and your potential, and it becomes a foundation for tackling future challenges with confidence. Ultimately, the satisfaction of accomplishing something on your own isn't just about the result, but about the journey and the person you become in the process. It's about proving to yourself that you have the strength, resilience, and determination to pursue your goals and bring them to fruition, regardless of the obstacles you may face. When you look back at what you've achieved, you'll see more than just an outcome. You'll see a reflection of your own growth, your own self-reliance, and the quiet pride that comes from knowing you did it on your own. When you choose to do something alone, you embrace the responsibility for your own success and growth. This responsibility, though often seen as a burden, is one of the most empowering aspects of walking a path by yourself. By taking full ownership of your journey, you learn the value of accountability, understanding that your actions, decisions, and choices directly impact the results you experience. This sense of responsibility pushes you to be more deliberate in how you approach your goals, to stay committed even when challenges arise, and to learn from every mistake and setback along the way. The responsibility of doing it alone also teaches you how to manage both your time and energy. With no one else to rely on, you become the architect of your own schedule. You must prioritize tasks, set deadlines, and develop routines that align with your vision. It forces you to be disciplined, as you no longer have the luxury of depending on others to keep you accountable. Every choice you make, from how you spend your day to how you invest your resources, becomes an integral part of your progress. This accountability helps you stay on track and prevents you from veering off course, no matter how difficult the journey might become. When you take responsibility for your actions, you also cultivate a deep sense of ownership over your success. Achieving something on your own means that every victory is yours to claim, and every failure is an opportunity to learn. There's no one else to deflect praise or blame onto, so you must take the time to reflect on what worked and what didn't. This self-reflection is crucial for growth, as it teaches you how to adjust your approach and improve for the future. Taking responsibility also helps you develop a more realistic understanding of your capabilities. You begin to see what you are truly capable of, not in theory, but through tangible results and experiences. In addition to personal growth, responsibility also strengthens your resilience. When you are solely responsible for your success, you quickly learn that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. You can't expect everything to go smoothly all the time, and the key to overcoming obstacles is persistence. When things don't go according to plan, you don't have the luxury of blaming others or making excuses. Instead, you face challenges head-on, adjust your strategy, and keep moving forward. Each time you overcome an obstacle on your own, you build a deeper reservoir of strength and determination. This resilience becomes a cornerstone of your character and equips you to handle future challenges with even more confidence and composure. Another aspect of responsibility is the sense of autonomy it fosters. When you're the one in charge of your progress, you gain the freedom to make decisions that align with your values and vision. You no longer have to navigate the complexities of group dynamics or compromise on your principles for the sake of consensus. You are free to make choices that are in line with what you truly want, rather than what others expect or demand from you. This autonomy allows you to explore new ideas, take risks, and experiment without fear of judgment or restriction. It gives you the freedom to fail and try again, knowing that the path you're walking is uniquely your own. At the same time, responsibility teaches you the importance of self-discipline. Without the structure and support of others, you must cultivate the ability to motivate yourself, stay focused, and keep pushing forward even when it feels difficult. This discipline goes beyond simply completing tasks. It's about developing the inner strength to keep working toward your goals, even when the end result seems distant or uncertain. By taking responsibility for your actions, you develop the mental fortitude to stay committed, even when it's tempting to give up or take the easy route. One of the greatest gifts of responsibility is the sense of personal empowerment it brings. When you are accountable for your success, you realize that you have the power to shape your own destiny. You're not waiting for someone else to create opportunities or give you permission to move forward. Instead, you take control of your own life and actively work toward what you want. This empowerment instills a deep sense of pride and confidence as you see the tangible results of your efforts. It's a reminder that you are capable of far more than you may have thought, and that you hold the key to your own future. Ultimately, responsibility is about more than just achieving your goals. It's about the person you become through the process. By taking ownership of your journey, you cultivate a mindset of growth, resilience, and independence. You learn how to navigate life's challenges with grace and determination, understanding that you are the driving force behind your own success. The responsibility you take for your actions becomes a foundation for your future, empowering you to continue pursuing your dreams with confidence, knowing that you have everything within you to succeed. In conclusion, the journey of doing it alone is one of self-discovery, growth, and empowerment. It requires courage to walk an independent path, facing fear, criticism, and uncertainty without relying on others for support. But with each step you take, you build a stronger sense of self, develop resilience, and gain a deeper understanding of your capabilities. The clarity that comes from focus, the growth that emerges from adversity, and the satisfaction that follows your own efforts are invaluable lessons that shape your character and your future. Taking full responsibility for your journey not only teaches you discipline and accountability, but also provides a profound sense of pride in knowing that your successes and failures are yours alone. Ultimately, doing it alone is not about isolation, it's about finding your strength, your purpose, and your voice in a world that often demands conformity. It's a reminder that you are capable of far more than you realize, and that sometimes the best way to move forward is to trust in yourself and take the leap on your own. Thank you.